How's it going, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Now, first and foremost, before I start today's video, I just want to give a huge thanks to all my supporters who's been there with me throughout the years of my channel. If you guys don't know, I recently hit 100,000 subscribers, and I'm so grateful that you guys are patient with me and that you guys continuously support me even though I am not uploading regularly. But thank you guys for being patient. You know, I do put a lot of effort into these videos, a lot of planning goes into it, a lot of editing goes into it, and you guys definitely do acknowledge that, and it just makes me feel good that people see the hard work I put into these videos. Now, on a side note, I do have something very special in the works, so please follow me on IG to stay updated on when that thing will be releasing. Anyway, today's video is going to be a little different. I'm going to be doing a desk tour video. And I just feel like this video is very relevant to what's going on today. Ever since the pandemic, a lot of people and a lot of students have been working from home. And in my opinion, I feel like having a clean, nice desk really does add to your productivity, and it just motivates you and inspires you to work harder. This video is going to be a little technical. I am going to go into detail on how these products work for me and some of the features and specifications that come with these products and how they might benefit you. Now, keep in mind, these products I bought based on my own needs, so for you guys it might be a little different, but I just wanted to share with you what I have and how it's been working for me. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Now let us start with the most important part of a desk setup, and that is the desk itself. I chose to go with an IKEA desk because this particular desk has a very contemporary look which matches well with the rest of my room. 99% of the furniture in my room is IKEA's black brown wood finish, and if you guys shop at IKEA, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I paired this desk with one of their drawers I bought a while back, and it happened to work out perfectly. But if you're looking for a desk similar to mine, I recommend purchasing the Alex drawers and Lindmon table combo, which is a very popular and affordable setup. You can customize the color of the drawers as well as the tabletop to better fit your needs. Now moving on to the next largest piece, I have here a 34-inch Alienware ultra-wide gaming monitor. Although I'm not currently playing games, it's nice to have a high refresh rate just in case I ever want to get into gaming or streaming. Who knows? Anyway, if you are a gamer and a creative, I definitely recommend this monitor because it does utilize IPS panels. In other words, this means it has a very high color accuracy, which is important when color grading photos or videos. On top of the monitor, I have a Lofter monitor light, which I absolutely love. It allows me to have a very bright yet efficient desk light without having an actual lamp on the table that may create more clutter. The light has temperature and brightness adjustment, which is controlled by a small remote that I mounted to the back of my monitor. It can be powered by the monitor itself, and this allows me to turn off and on the monitor and light with just a click of one button. As you can see, the monitor is sitting nicely on a Vivo desk mount. The reason I chose to go this route is again to free up desk real estate. I strive to make my setup as clean and minimal as possible, and I strongly believe a wall or desk mount will largely contribute to that. Moving on to the centerpiece of my setup, we have the Pro 2 60% RGB mechanical keyboard. I chose this keyboard over its competitors due to its Mac compatibility, Bluetooth capabilities, and default arrow keys. With their included software, I'm able to retain all the Mac functions and fully personalize the keyboard to my liking. It also has up to 8 hours of extended battery life when using Bluetooth, which not many other mechanical keyboards have. And finally, the arrow keys. Shift, FN, FN2, and Control act as arrow keys when you tap on them, and again, this can be all customized in their provided software. And of course, this keyboard is RGB. There are endless possibilities when it comes to this keyboard's RGB capabilities, but if you're like me, I like to keep it on one solid color. As for the switches, I opted for the Gateron Browns. These switches have a very silent but tactile click. Switches really come down to preference, so do your research before deciding on which one to pick. In the corner, you can see that I have an artisan keycap. I honestly have a thing for gold accents, and it really just complements the rest of my setup. Below the keyboard, I have a natural wood wrist rest. For someone like me who spends a lot of time on the computer, ergonomics becomes very important. Without the wrist rest, you can see my wrists are slightly angled up, which may later lead to carpal tunnel. With the wrist rest, my wrists are leveled out with my hands, making for a much more comfortable typing position. Located above the keyboard, I have a custom coiled cable with an aviator connector. This cable doesn't really serve a purpose, it just looks so damn cool. As for my mouse, I am using the Apple Magic Mouse 2. I use this mouse because of how minimal it looks, as well as the various functions it has for the Mac OS. If you haven't already, I highly recommend looking into their shortcuts, for it will drastically improve your workflow. Lastly, I have a felt desk mat to accompany my keyboard and mouse. I feel like desk mats are a must when it comes to desk setups because it really ties everything together. As for my choice of sound output, I chose the Audio Engine A2s, which are now superseded by the A2 Pluses. Nonetheless, these are still a great set of desk speakers, and I would recommend them to anyone who's looking for reliable, top-notch sound quality. I also just really like how these speakers look on my desk. All of these devices are powered by my 2019 MacBook Pro, which is a powerhouse of a laptop. Obviously, this is not comparable to a fully built custom PC, but it gets the job done for me. Now moving on to the more decorative aspects of my setup, I have a bunch of random plants and succulents placed along the backside of my desk to fill up some of that empty space. I mean, who doesn't like plants in their room? Or maybe I'm just getting old. And to be honest, I bought new plants before making this video because my old ones were dying due to neglect. Don't forget to water your plants, guys. Above my desk I have an IKEA wall shelf. Reason for adding this shelf is so I can add more plants. Yes, more plants. To the middle of the shelf I have an Aki RGB table lamp that has a touch sensor. I personally love this thing because the light it gives off is very ambient and calming. It also matches well with my Gove LED strips I place along the backside of my desk and bed frame. Now, as for cable management, yeah, let's not go there. If you guys are interested to see how I did the cable management, please go check out my video, Moving in with Eliminate, to see what I used and how I did that. Obviously, because I don't want to show you, it's not the best work. Now there is one piece of tech that I do want to include in this video that is not quite part of my desk setup, and that is the Google Nest, or just the newer version of the Google Home. The reason I want to include this is because the Google Nest acts as a central hub for all of my lights, which means I am able to control all of my lights through the app or by voice command by simply saying, "Hey Google, turn off my lights." Alright, so if you guys are interested in any of the products that I mentioned in this video, I will have the links in the description below. Now, a lot of these links are going to be Amazon affiliate links, so if you guys do use them, it will help support me as a creator and it will enable me to make more videos for you guys. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys gained some insight and some inspiration for your own desk setup, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace!